Hi guys, my name is Hendrik Russell and this is my game Project Reverie Star. I'm here to give you a brief walkthrough on the game, its story, and all of the content that you might miss playing it. So I'm going to get things going. I'm cutting out the intro for the sake of time, but it's not super relevant. It mostly just explains some of the background behind the game. So most of the game is in a visual novel style. You control by pressing space to skip through the dialogue, and you press the arrow to continue. The story up to this point is just about a girl trying to follow some leads on finding her missing father and brother, and she's come to this world called Crisis to go and hopefully find him. And to do so, she's looking for a man named Colonel Cook who sent her a letter. So, a lot of this game is just exploring and following leads. However, there is a twist towards the end. Not everything is controlled just through the arrow key. As you can see here, some elements of this game are interactive and rely on player choice. Here I will select the sign button so I can inspect the sign. And as it turns out, the sign has been tampered with, and we almost went down the wrong path, which would have ended up in us having to walk all the way back, which would kind of suck for us. Okay, this is the town of Freewater City, which is the place that the Colonel instructed us to come and meet him at. But he's not here, so we're going to have to explore and follow leads on where he might be. To do that, we have a couple buttons, we can explore a couple places, but the game wants us to explore the police station, so we'll do that first. Okay, and exploring the police station, we meet this guy who knows a little bit about the Colonel. So here we're given a few options to ask him a few questions and follow the leads on where he might be. So let's do that. Okay, skipping over a lot of that dialogue, he revealed to us that the barracks would be a good place to go looking for the Colonel. So why don't we travel there now, seeing that it's a new option available to us in the map screen. As you can see up to this point, a lot of the gameplay of Project Reverie Star just involves reading text, listening to the music, watching these characters talk, and then you're given brief moments where you can interact with the game and kind of choose where you want to go. But overall, it's still a pretty linear experience. So what happened in that previous scene was that one of the soldiers in the barracks pointed us towards this cottage to go deal with someone who the soldiers are all friends with, but has been acting strange and might have actually killed one of their soldiers. So we're going to go investigate her and see what's going on there. And in return, he'll tell us where Colonel Cook is. But as it turns out, their friend ended up being under some sort of spell, and apparently she called us an angel or something and wants to kill us. Now, that involves a lot of the story that I had to brush over for the sake of time. But just trust me, this girl wants us dead, and we gotta snap her out of it. So this introduces the fighting system for Project Reverie Star. It's fairly simple. She has a health bar, you have a health bar. You can attack, you can defend, and you can use your battle art. When you defend, you build guts, which is basically the currency you use to activate your battle art. Reach maximum guts, you can use your battle art and do a lot of damage. Attacking also builds a little guts, but not as much as defending does. Defending is also important because sometimes Fennec, which is this girl's name, will launch a critical hit on you, and if you're not defending that, you can take some serious damage. But overall, good luck if you get to this part. I tried to make it pretty challenging because I felt bad that I made you read all that text. So, yes, do enjoy the music especially. So the story ends with Fennec being snapped out of her spell, and the soldier from earlier telling her that she can't really stay in town for the time being because she caused a lot of damage while she was under that spell. So she tasks you and her to go look for the Colonel in a different town. And the story kind of ends on a cliffhanger there where we don't really know what happens to the two of them, but it seems like they're going to get along just fine. Or will they? I don't know. Only I know. Maybe one day there will be a chapter 2. But for now, that was Project Reverie Star, and I really hope you enjoyed.